going to talk about my bike. Right, so first of all, yes, my bike's Chinese, but it's a good bike. It actually is. It's never really let me down. I've let it down a couple of times, like adjusting things I shouldn't, which means stuff get broken. But yeah, that's been my fault, not my bike's really. Also, it didn't help that I left it standing for 6 months outside with just a cover on. But yeah. Right, so yeah, it's a Jinlun, Jinlun, which is an alright make in general. Yeah, you hear the odd bad thing about them, but yeah, they're decent. Right, so Jinlun, it's a JL12511, otherwise known as a Texan. It's got a 125cc parallel twin engine, which has twin carbs feeding into it. What else? Got a single disc at the front and a drum brake at the back. It's got about a 14 litre fuel tank. Well, yeah, got revometer, battery meter thing, a speedometer in both miles per hour and kilometers per hour. Miles per hour is the main one though. Yeah, so it's decent. It looks a lot bigger. I got told the other day, that's a nice Triumph you have there. I was like, it's not a Triumph, and laughed. It's also got mistaken for a Harley before, God knows how. But yeah, I put quite a few custom parts on it. Not all really stock. Custom parts. I put drag bars with custom grips on, and custom mirrors with indicators actually in the mirrors. It's got a custom front mudguard on, custom indicators, a custom tail light, probably some other things which I've forgotten. Oh yeah, she's got a pair of slash cut exhausts fitted, which means it's nice and loud. So yeah, that's about all I can think of. Yeah, she's done a bit of mileage. When I got her, she was just running basically, to be honest. Right. So yeah, that's. Can't think of anything else really to say about the bike that much. Yeah. Nice and zippy. Not exactly fast, but you wouldn't expect that from a 125 Cruiser really. I mean, relatively heavy, but still quite manoeuvrable, I suppose. Responds quite well. So yeah, nice little zippy bike. Hit a decent miles per hour, well speed, whatever you want to call it. Keep up with traffic nicely, out-accelerate most things, well most cars obviously. But yeah, I think that's about it really. Oh yeah, miles per gallon I get about 70, 80. It's decent, it's not like the best, but it's alright and it's nice. So look at this, the problems I've had with the bike. First of all, she got quite a bit of rust on, but that's due to me leaving her sitting for 6 months outside with just a cover on, and the cover got worn down in those 6 months, wasn't that good, so yeah. That's the first problem. Second problem I've had is, was that just a burst shoot? I hope it, I don't, it wasn't. Right, second problem I had, I think, was the battery. First of all, the battery needed replacing. I don't think it had ever really been replaced at all, so that's why I needed replacing. When I first got her, went and picked her up from where I was storing her, and she wouldn't start, even though I charged her just 2 days beforehand. I was quite disappointed, but luckily there was a bike shop around the corner. So yeah, I went there, and they helped her bump started her for me. And then the third problem I had was actually to do with the gears. Now, this was all my fault. No fault was my bike. Well, none of this was my bike's fault. Yeah, that'll do. Right. So I'd forgotten how the gears work. So the gears are basically, I got first and second mixed up. So I was in second when I was meant to be in first. So it took me ages to get going, and I was like, oh, God's sake, what's happening here, and all that sort of thing. Really quite sad, quite disappointed, getting quite stressed. So yeah, I managed to ride about maybe 5-6 miles through a busy town centre in second gear, not even using first at all really, so yeah.